waving continued. After I made the first version, I realized that there was a time in my life where I actually spent more time um, behind the wheel of a boat and in a boat than I did in a car. So I want to talk about waving and what that looks like there also. That's one thing that I think really sets apart the boating world is whatever your boat looks like, whether it floats or not, you get out on the water, you're a part of something greater. I've noticed that waving at all sorts of types of boats. A lot of times I'm in the obnoxious kind that have a big wake and a loud sound system, but fishing boats are cool too. Center consoles, runabout boats, deck boats, you name it, man. Just you get out on the water. It doesn't matter what kind of fun you're trying to have. Um, you're accidentally a part of something greater. And my time in the boating industry, I've spent time on several different lakes and was able to kind of break that down. And I noticed that the smaller the body of the water, the more likely someone was to wave. Maybe because there's less boats out there, maybe because less people. Not real sure, maybe need to drill down a little bit farther and figure out why. But one thing I did notice is on all of those lakes, the amount of people that were willing to wave uh, dwindled. It just slowly dwindled. Um, Been on the water for my whole life. I'm 32 years old. And 2020 happened. A lot of people got into the boating world that were brand new, maybe never even knew the culture of waving. So let me describe it to you. Number one, you wave. Hey, we're having the best time. We're out on the water. Everything is great. That's, one wave version. Second wave, hey, I acknowledge you, kind of like behind a car. I see you right there. I see you occupying space. We'll go the other direction. The other one that I've seen a handful of times is waving for your life. When I was selling boats, some of those boats just got out of the shop. Some of those boats were hit or miss and have been sitting on the lot for a long time. So that initial journey was a little bit of a risk. And one thing I realized is, hey, look, I'm going to wave at every person that I see out on the water because that might be my lifeline. That I don't want the first time that I have to wave to someone to be like this. I want it to be like this. Hey, how's it going? Everything's good. So far, so good. And then if they see me doing this, they know I need help. They know something's wrong. They know to come over there and help you out. So that's been really cool. There's been ways on the water where I've been able to be a blessing to others. It takes a lot to stop what you're doing and focus on someone else. And when a boat breaks down on the water, that is a time to set apart your own intentions and focus on someone else's well-being, safety, and fun for the day. And I'm thankful that I grew up in a family that, showed me that and was willing to display and pay it forward. And one thing my dad would always say on the water is that, hey, it could have been anybody, could have been us today, it happens to everyone. Because it's right, man. You're defying the laws of physics. You have a vessel floating on a liquid. Like, things are gonna go wrong. It makes sense, especially when you start to mix electronics and water. You're just asking for it. So that was really cool, and I wanted to break down waving. I hope if you have a chance to find yourself on a boat this year, that you just give it a go. Just start waving at random people. It's fun. It's a part of the fun. Sponsorship plug today in the bio. You're going to see a link to G.R.A.C.E.'s Marina. G.R.A.C.E.'s Marina played a huge part in our life. We as a family would always gas up at the same spot, which was G.R.A.C.E.'s Marina. Andrew George was the first person I met when I moved here. Rebecca and Kevin are the owners of G.R.A.C.E.'s Marina, and they've been over gracious and kind to me throughout my life, and I'm so thankful for them. So this is just a little chance that I get to give back. So that was really cool. And one thing that has always stuck with me about that marina, and number one, it feels like home every time I go. But the other thing is the name, Grace's Marina. Grace. George's, Rebecca, Andrew, Charlie, Ethan. Those are all of Rebecca and Kevin's children. But it also means God's riches at Christ's expense. And I've talked about God a couple times on the several episodes, but I haven't mentioned Jesus. And today is a very significant day in Jesus's life, and it's a sad day for his people and his followers, and acknowledging, what he had to go through in order for us to live life to the fullest. And I wanted to talk about that. I'm not gonna try to push this agenda or story on you, but I just want you to think a little bit deeper. Okay, so the story of Jesus, it is totally okay to wrestle with that story. It's okay to doubt some of that story and go investigate and see what you find. I think sometimes when we're in our daily walk, we're worried what God will think if we challenge that story. We're worried how he'll see us, and whether he'll see us as a child of God or not, if we're having questions like, is Jesus really who he says he was? Is the Bible really a living word? Is it true? And those questions, in my opinion, are encouraged. I think God would much rather us wrestle with the idea of the prettiest story I've ever heard than to set it to the side and put no attention towards it, just because you may not believe it fully right now. And that it's really cool. It's really cool what God can reveal to you just by taking that extra step and looking. I am going to be far away from the water today. I wish I could jump in the lake after this, but today is a day to get the yard prepared and everything prepared so that we can really enjoy our Easter and hiding Easter eggs and all of that. So just felt called to share this with you today, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And if you're on the water, have a good time. I'm sorry, I'm getting a reporting back. Sounds like Logan Popwell is on the water and just stuck a 3-2-1, also known as a rewind, also known as one of the coolest tricks on a wakeboard. And I believe it's been a 2-year battle for that trick, and I'm going to throw the video right in there for you. Thank you. Have a great day.